This is a DM tip video, and I think it's an extremely important DM tip. The first major campaign I ever ran, I came up with the story before I had the PCs build their character. So I went with a Mass Effect based story, that there is an imminent threat that is going to destroy the land, and they need to rally all of these warring parties together to face that threat. That's the concept I had. It's a cool concept, but it wasn't my player's concept. And this video is really about, one, making your life easier, but two, making the game more fun for your party at the same time. What I didn't realize when I started that campaign is that not everybody wants to play that campaign. Over time, I found that let your players build their characters first and then build the world second. Now that might sound crazy because you don't get to build the world you want to build, but you can. That's the thing, is you can still tell the story you want to tell, but their backstories are going to be far more integrated into it. It's going to be far more natural to progress the main storyline as well as each character's storyline at the same time. They're going to be one and the same. They're going to work together. And this really gives the players a lot of say in what kind of adventure they want to have. Do they want to go on a path of vengeance? Do they want to find their lost father? What do they want to do? And you can really make that core to the story. Players are going to be so much more invested if you're talking about players from their backstory that they created, that it's going to be mixing this drama of who they really care about into the main story. That's going to get them so much more attached to the main story. So that first campaign I ran, it was like, here's the storyline, and every now and again we branch off and we go do something important to one of the characters, but it always felt kind of like an offshoot. And to avoid that feeling, I really recommend having them make their characters first and you building the world second. Now I know that's not going to work for every campaign you're running. A lot of you are going to be running pre-written campaigns that do have that main storyline. So all I can really say in that case is still try and mix in player moments. It's going to be less. That's just how it is. If there is a main storyline that needs to be done, if Strahd needs to be taken out, then that's what's going to happen. And if you want to, you know, find your lost child in the meantime, okay, that's going to be a side mission, but still doing those side missions is better than not doing those side missions. This is kind of a side tangent, but to be honest with you, I found that if I'm being ran in a pre-written campaign, I kind of like doing a really simple character without a complicated backstory. You know, someone who just wants to do what the main quest wants to do, instead of having someone who is trying to develop a new technology. It's just like, we need to kill Strahd. Well, my character's motivation is to kill Strahd. And I kind of do that as a player just to get out of the DM's way and let them get on with the main story. And I found that works for me. I'm not saying that's going to work for everyone, but that works for me. But as a DM, I don't want to push my players into that. I really want a customized game for them. And I think that's what's really special about D&D. One of the many things. That's just my hot take for the day. But what I'd love to hear is what you would do to weave your characters, your PC stories into your main storyline really seamlessly and make them really tight-knit. Is there a clever way of going about doing that? I'd love to hear in the comments down below. Other than that, I hope you have yourselves a kick-ass day, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.